Hey, okay, I actually recognize this. If you go back and watch the original advertisement for this game, it shows you this spot as part of the advert. This is where the nymphs came together to basically create Rayman. No, I think it's just the green nymph, actually, the girl who I already rescued. She used her powers to create Rayman to help with something. Fucking headphones. I've got to get these headphones replaced. I thought the music had cut out then. My headphones are in that really dodgy state. Where they sometimes partially cut out. Emphasis on the partially. And it seems like certain sounds just stop registering and other sounds sound fine. Like when I was running across here, I couldn't hear any sound other than the collecting of these. I can hear you guys. Where are you? There. Got some angry birds. Good thing, everything. There we go. This is where I'm supposed to go. Yay! Fucking bastard ate me. You fucker. Okay, try this again. Nope. Stay out of the water, he's fine. There we go. I just don't like you being in the water. Okay, there's gonna be a lot of hearing the sounds of these guys crying and trying to figure out where they are. You only ever need to do each of these challenge rooms once, luckily. Because the only thing in them is the looms. There's no, or there's very, very few, like, yellow lumps in them. Alright. Should be near the end, right? Yeah. Really gotta get this headphone sorted out. I love the, you don't get to see this properly because you got just one person. But the person, basically if you're playing as multiple players, the two players that are doing their best have their heads on the pose image. And the person who's currently doing the best gets to have the head on the fat lady. And they measure who's doing the best by who gets the most lums. Or you're all grabbing from the same pool of lums. So if someone gets ahead and grabs all the lums, then they just get ahead and get all the lums. Simple as that. I remember there being something I can get for 19 or something like that? 35, that was it. Let's play as the Rayman. And the nymph. Okay, so this is going to be the boss of the world. But each world has their own nymph you've got to basically rescue. You get one near the start, who gives you your power, and then you have to rescue. Then you have to help one. For the record, the nymphs, actually all the characters in this world, they actually talk in Pig Latin. They are actually speaking a language. They're speaking English with Pig Latin. Which you haven't heard of that. It's not been a thing for a very long time. It was a popular joke like in the 90s, I think. But it's been a thing for like eons and eons. But basically Pig Latin is English. But you take all the first consonants of a word, you then put those consonants at the end of a word, and then you end it with A. And then you do that to every single word you'll say in a sentence. And that's how you speak Pig Latin. So if I wanted to say hello world in Pig Latin, I'd go hello hey Earl's way, hello world. And all the characters are talking Pig Latin. Which is why it all kinds of sounds like English, just slightly off English. Yeah, all the little things. You say enough electrons to repair the path to reach a new world at last. No, this isn't a boss. How are there any bosses? Or is there only the one boss, actually? I can't remember. No, there are bosses. What am I talking about? Are there no bosses in this world? I don't remember what the boss is for this world, if there is a boss of this world. There definitely are bosses. Grat's new tricky treasure unlocked in Gibberish Jungle. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that in a second. Yeah, okay, so the boss is just here. I don't remember what the boss is for this level. Lums for electrons, grab them while you can. And this mosquito guy, he's a reference to the very first game, where you ride around on this mosquito who can shoot. It turns into like an arcade shoot 'em up for a while. And he is literally like a mosquito. Yeah, not far. Oh, I can hold it down, that's good. Yeah, as you can imagine, these are going to get really difficult at some point. I remember these being quite a pain in the ass. Oh, when she goes behind me. Okay. Forgot about this entirely. I remember there being like shooter levels, but I've forgotten how long this go on. There you are. There's the boss. He's trying to prevent us coming over here. Okay. And NASA's traveled to a new land. How long did that take? I feel like that took forever. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, you can see at the bottom where all the lumps you got for the world are. As soon as the world you've actually been to. I'm gonna come back and do this level. I can't fucking hear anything out of these bloody headphones. Oh my god. They're getting worse too. Now for these levels are notoriously difficult. I have heard tales of people who just have spent like God knows how long with them and just can't beat them. Meanwhile, I could just do it first try. I know you do these levels, and you get a ruby tooth, which you give to the Grim Reaper. Okay, to be fair, that first one's very lenient. I definitely fucked up a couple of times. He's there. Yay! Here's a tooth for you. Someone gonna let you pass. He just wants all his teeth. And doing all of those will grant you access to the secret final level. Which is actually how you fight the old ladies. The old ladies who started off the conflict of the game is the secret final level. If you don't do that, they have an alternative end. Crazy bounce. This whole level is a reference to the music level in Rayman 1. But it's not as notoriously difficult as it was in Rayman 1. Don't get bubbleized before your time. Take a thing. Yeah, dying is called bubbleized. Absolutely love this level. Sort of. The desert, what was that instrument called? The Australian thing with the long pipe. The didgeridoo, that's it. The didgeridoo desert, basically. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's get them there. I need to go. Need to go in there. Oh, so I got that. I don't think it's possible to catch up with the things. You have to just meet it at the end. It's only presented as a chase for the purposes of the theming. There we go. They sway the little hips. They're quite wide hips, actually. Look at the hover ability. Yay! Yeah, this is something I wanted to briefly talk about. Is that the nymphs are... well, they're just kind of flirty in general. It's just kind of a thing. But I wanted to bring it up because I mentioned at the start of the stream, the reason I wanted to play this game in the first place was because of a video I watched about this game. And the guy in the video... yeah. What was his last? Basically permanent. And the guy in the video, he was clearly like a zoomer. Like, I'm a millennial myself. He was clearly a zoomer or like late or really early gen alpha. Hey. Fuck. And one of the things he kept bringing up in the video, I think the video itself is just called like Rayman Origins is weirdly horny is the name of the video, I think it is. Something like that. And he goes on a few times about how the game itself is good, but he's really weirded out by how flirty the characters are. I even like play around with it in the original advert for this game. In the original advert, when Rayman is first created, the first thing he does is he just uses his hair twirly thing to blow up the skirt of one of the nymphs. And that's it. It is just a laugh. But it was hearing him talking about that quite a lot and how it just made him really uncomfortable. How, in his own words, horny they were. And even the fact they were called nymphs. For the record, nymphs are like a real thing, but... well, not a real thing. They're based on a myth. So they're based on an actual world thing. But the word nymph itself has kind of also become a synonymous with just women who are really, really horny. But nymphs are based on like an actual legend of a creature. I think nymphs were basically the forest equivalent of like sirens for sailors. And they were just like beautiful beings who would lure you into the forest and kill you. But like I said, the guy in the video would talk on quite a lot about how weird it was that the game had a more horny nature, as he put it. But in my personal view, I don't think it is. The game is just kind of flirty, and that's about it. It's just it's more fun and flirty. And it occurred to me while I was watching that a lot of younger people, like Zoomers and Gen Alpha and such, they grew up in a post-internet world, where my generation grew up in basically the world that was invented, where the internet was invented. So we grew up in a pre-internet world where the internet was invented. Whereas a lot of younger people grew up in a post-internet world. And I think a lot of younger people don't seem to understand, like, the concept of a woman who is just flirty but not overtly sexual. Like the idea of someone who's just like good-natured and likes to have fun and is a bit flirty nature, but they don't have an OnlyFans and have a plastic fist being rammed up their ass, is just a weird idea to them. Either everything is sexual or it's not sexual, and there's just like no middle ground. You can't just be, can't just sway your hips and have a bit of fun. That's just a weird idea. And it's just one of those things that occurred to me, I was like, yeah, they don't understand what that idea how the idea even works. Which is just so weird to me, because I don't know, it's just a weird thing, isn't it? And people nowadays are just really weirded out. And it's not just the guy in the video, it just kind of made me think of it. But I've definitely seen that kind of stuff before, where people are just really weirded out by characters or people who have a bit more sort of a sexual nature without being explicitly sexual, if you catch my meaning. Like people who want to have fun but don't want to like fuck you right off the spot. That's just a weird thing to them, and it's weird to me that it's weird to them. I don't know. It's just one of those things I didn't quite get, and I was just thinking about it. Best original score. I don't really have much else to add to that. It's just like, just something I kind of noticed and realized. I love the music, the theme of this level. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, the more and more I thought about it, the more I was like, it's made me realize, like, how even on, like, even on certain, like, websites and such, like Twitter and that kind of thing, Twitter and Facebook and such, like, yeah, one of those things I kind of realized but didn't realize it. Something you're aware of, but you don't consciously think of. It's just how there is, like, such a very distinct line in online communities where all the sexual stuff is just very distinctly away from anything non-sexual. There's, like, a very straight, narrow line between them. Like, communities online, there's no middle ground. Like, you can't really see, like, people, like, posting pictures of a character or something that they think is, like, cute or attractive, or characters that are flirty, unless it's overtly sexual. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's nothing and I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. Just a weird thing. But this game definitely falls into that sort of area where things are just... This and the sequel, where things are just kind of flirty. Completely flub that. Like I said, maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. But it would make sense, though. Because on the internet, if you're going to have anything with adult content, it's pretty much going to be on adult-only sites. Yay! And if there's something happening on a non-adult site, which has a more flirty nature to it, it's almost always inadvertently linked to something more adult. Like, for example, the whole thing with basically adult models on Twitch, for example, the streaming site, where you'd get, like, attractive women streaming on Twitch with the explicit purpose of trying to get you to subscribe to their OnlyFans, which is overtly sexual. Like, there's always the ulterior motive. So I would imagine, like, a lot of people would just, like, grew up in the world where that ulterior motive isn't an ulterior motive, it's just the standard. Where's the thing on there? Bit of a grace period there. Well, I should have done that. He's worried now, I've missed one. That calms you down. Up you. I missed that entirely. Whatever. What are the bird statues in the back? I don't even remember those. Use come on you. I grab you like that? No, I can't. I didn't come across a loom in a little while. Yeah, I think I missed one. Yeah, I did miss one. I tried to listen out for it, I couldn't find it. I couldn't hear it. I don't think I made the 300, yeah. Can I could have sworn there was a way of speeding that up. I remember there being a way to speed that up, actually, when I'm thinking about it. Maybe it's only the Wii version? I don't know. New character, this is gonna be like the blue. And can't I just access the... I can access the snoring tree this way, yeah. We're just pressing that button. Yeah, this guy, I'm not a fan of that skin. Let's go actual glow box.